Hi, I'm Percy. I'm going to be demonstrating my latest app, Bill Checker, which is available for download in the Windows Store as a universal app. There's also an online version as well that you can use. Um, so here, I'll be demonstrating both of those. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's get started. So normally, when I do, before I go shopping, I like to create a list. As you can see here, so I'm going to go in here, and I was like, oh, these gyros look pretty good. Now you notice that for this particular item, there isn't a price. So, I'm just going to do a cut and paste here, and then if you have an online account from PLGH Advisors or antiquesbyprestige.com, then you can sync your budget list online with your desktop, and I think it makes it's a lot more convenient than trying to type it into your phone. Alright, so I'm going to go here and then I'm going to log in with the test account I created, and then we're going to launch the Bill Checker app. I'm going to create a new list. Then this here is going to be Jewel Osco. Create a list. So then I got a new list, is date time stamp. I'm going to go ahead and select it, and then I'm going to add a new item. And then this one's a buy one get one free. I think this is really convenient. So here we have buy one get one free, and then since there's no price in there, I'm just going to make a quick note to myself. Check price at store was not advertised. Okay, now I bought this in the past, so I believe this was like $6.99, and then I'm gonna do one. Only reason that I have put one in there for the count is gonna automatically add the second one in for free. So now we go in, you can see the first one I'm expecting to pay $6.99, and then the second one is going to be $0. So then we'll go here, we'll do another quick list here. These ham hocks. So then here, there's a couple of different ways you can kind of add an item like this. This 2 for $5. So you can go, so for the 2 for $5, I'm just going to do the cut and paste here. I'm going to go back, I'm going to add another item. So then for the quantity, in the notes, I can just do 2 for $5. Put one as $5, and then the quantity or weight as $5. Now, when you do the buy one get one free, it's always going to be expecting a quantity, and then the weight, will just be a weight on here. So I just wanted to point that out. So in here, I just got my notes: 2 for $5. We can do one. Or the second way you can do it, you can come in and do it like this. If you want to keep track an item, if you want to keep an accurate track of the actual items, then for the quantity you can just do the price as 2.5 and then do 2 and then submit. So that way you can see here, when you go to update, you can see we have one for 2.5. The other way, we'll cancel and go back, or the other one, we have one. So I'm going to just go ahead and delete this because I prefer to do it with the itemized price for each item, because I think that's probably most likely the way that when you go and make these purchases at the store, when you're counting down your items to make sure what they cost, the real accurate price is going to be it's going to come out 2, and then each one's going to be 2 for $5. So that's what I would recommend for this. So as you can see here, right now we're on the online version, and we got our list here. All right, so now I'm going to demonstrate syncing the list that we just created online, and then either or from the desktop. They work the same way. So I'm going to go here. I have my trusty Windows phone, and like I said, you can you can use the app and download it from the Windows Store for the phone, or use the online version. The online website is responsive, so that should, it still would make it it's still easy to use. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to log into my phone here. I've already got the app installed. As you can see here, here's the start screen for the app, and then there's a login button. I'm going to click in on the login button. Okay, so I've successfully entered in my login credentials here. Now you can see the list that we just created online is populated in the app. I'm going to go ahead, click on it. Then we get general information on the list. The next thing is to load items. So I'm going to go ahead and load items, and then you can see the items that we've just created. Now one feature that I like to show off is, as you can see here, all the items have a black background. As you're shopping and you go into the store and you pick items, you can update the list and check the add item by cart feature. So I'm going to go ahead and say we go into the frozen section, we get our gyros. Then I'm going to say add item by cart, do an update. And then you can see here now it's updated. So then I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to do it for all these items here. Okay, so now you can see I have all my items added in the cart, and once that's done, the next step is to go to the self-checkout, or you can go to regular checkout. I prefer to go to the self-checkout because I can actually see the items once you check out, what the actual price is, and then you can go ahead and enter in and compare the items. Okay, so the final step is once you've added all the items to your cart, you can see here at the very bottom, I'm going to try to get in close, hopefully it'll be in focus. You can see the expected subtotal and actual subtotal and the overall subtotal. And from there you can see that on this particular one, it says an overall difference of $12. And the reason for that one at the end is because I added a quick item. It wasn't working the way I expected, so I had to make some quick adjustments. And one of the adjustments that I added was originally when I put the app in the store, in the Windows Store, I made the prior submission to this one as an update. So the update was throwing some exceptions, so I fixed that. I have another submission that's going to, hopefully it should take another hour or two to propagate through the store. And then now, as you can see, this one, when I adjusted the expected price, the difference is only 13 cents, and it tells you overall difference 13 cents is less than expected. So what I was spending on this order, I was expecting to spend $28.74, and the subtotal is $68.61. So I'm saving actually 13 cents. So that's a little bit better. So right now I'm not doing the taxes, because the taxes, that's actually a little bit trickier. But I think in the next version of this app, I will add the app capability for people to add taxes for their local area. But that is something I will have to research, because I believe the taxes for food, when you buy things like for groceries and food and household items, there may be slight variations for the particular item that you're buying for. But that's something I will have to double check. But that's something that's going to be in version 2. So I hope you enjoy the app. I hope it's useful. I've definitely found it very useful. I've saved a lot of money. So thanks. And any feedback, if you want to send us some feedback, you can use the contact form on either PLGH.com or antiquesbyprestige.com, or send me an email at supertroop, SUPERTROOP @PLGH.com. Thank you so much. Thanks. Bye-bye.